Hello, so I've noticed a good number of virtual assistants, especially those seeking their first clients, do not know how to identify their buyer's journey. And that leads to a lot of stress, a lot of overwhelm, and sometimes burnout during the client acquisition process. It also leads to statements like no one wants to really share, maybe no one actually shares where they're getting clients. You know, the virtual assistant industry is oversaturated, and statements like those. Okay, so basically the buyer's journey as a virtual assistant is there is the pre-awareness phase. Okay, this is a potential client who's very overwhelmed, okay, but they just think that is business as usual. Okay, that is normal to them. And then there is the awareness phase, okay, where they know they're overwhelmed, okay, they know they need support, okay, but they're not actively looking yet. Okay, and then there is the consideration phase. Okay, now these are the clients, maybe potential clients who are actually considering hiring virtual assistants. Okay, and then there is now the what is the next phase? Actually, it's the decision stage. Okay, now they're actively hiring virtual assistants, and then there is the retention. I think it's the retention, maybe the referral. They've worked with a virtual assistant before, and maybe they're seeking referral from people they know, maybe people from the same type of business. Okay, and all these types of clients sometimes post in those Facebook groups, sometimes they post threads. Okay, and so as a virtual assistant who's seeking out clients, who's seeking like potential clients and doing outreach, if you don't know how to identify exactly where the post, okay, where the post is coming from, even if you maybe you're doing outreach and you're looking at the profile and you feel like they need a virtual assistant, so you decide to pitch and maybe they don't reach out back. Okay, you just need to be able to identify exactly where your your potential client, in this case the buyer, is actually at. Okay, and this is one of the things, identifying them and how to approach them and what to do about it, how to warm them up. Okay, this is one of the things that we'll be covering in the upcoming masterclass. It's on Saturday, that is the June 13th. It's from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and the link to sign up is on my bio. There's still some spots left, so I think this is the last video. I'm kind of busy, so this might be the last video that I'm posting before Saturday. So if you feel like you don't know how to identify your buyer's journey, if you feel like you really need a client, you've been doing this for months, if you feel like you've tried everything, you're not getting actual feedback, there's a lot of things that we cover in the masterclass. Okay, the link is on my bio.